The amount of preparation and work that Deshaun's put into this, and we're excited with the direction that he's going.
And he's attacked his rehab. And what that means to me is he's in early, he stays late.
You know, I want to make sure I prove to myself that I can be the best that I can be.
Here we go, cues, get loose, get loose. The dynamic in the quarterback room is fantastic. I love the group that we have. We really have a bunch of guys who can all play in this league. You know, everybody has their strengths and they kind of feed off each other.
Cues on 3, 1, 2, 3.
The culture there is outstanding. They push each other. The work ethic is excellent. You know, obviously it starts with Deshaun and all the work that he's done in the offseason to get back from his shoulder injury. He's looked excellent during camp.
180, set.
Step up. Good. Deshaun's extremely smart. You know, he just kind of sees things instinctually on the field. Good shot, good time, love it. A lot of that's through great experiences that he's had and the amount of experience that he's had in this league.
So I thought the other safety was coming, and so, but he didn't even go.
You don't hit
Can't
that,
eat the, yeah.
And then a lot of it's just the grind and the study in which he does. You know, he spends a lot of time at it, very detailed and meticulous in every single day, every little bit of preparation. Good, yes, that's the way it gets started. Nice job, yes, good. The chemistry is really building between Deshaun and the targets around him. Obviously, he's got a great relationship with Amari and Elijah and Sed, and he's been around those guys, but the new guys who have come in, I really feel like have kind of stepped in and really gotten that feel with Deshaun pretty quickly. So excited with where that's all at, and then just excited to kind of continue to grow that as the season goes on. Hey, out of the way to practice, let's go.
When he steps in the building, he is all about work.
Ready for training camp?
Yes, sir. You already knowing that time.
Sean has worked extremely hard, and whether it was in the rehab, in the training room, or then finally getting out on the field and throwing, I've gotten to witness really every milepost as he's coming back from an injury. As he got into practice and let it rip, constantly we've seen from him, just he looks like himself. There's no limitations to what he's doing, and he's pushing himself really hard.
Compete, let's grind, man. I told Dr. Electrosh my goal is to be out there and compete and be able to practice with the team. I think my whole staff and people that's around me, that supported me and that was there with me, that helped me get to that point.
Good fake.
All you guys, all you players, man, don't take this opportunity for granted. Make sure that whenever y'all compete out here, bring the energy, bring the swagger. You never know how far this can go. I know how hard, people work here. I've always heard about it. Cleveland's a hard-working city, a blue collar, very respected in that way. And once I got here, I got to see that. I just wanted to make sure that people around here know that I'm not just up here just to play football. I'm up here to, really put my blueprint around and help this city grow. Kirkland.
That was good.
Glenville.
I like that one. Moving the chains.
Yes, sir.
Deshaun knows the platform that he has, and he knows how he grew up in Atlanta, him not growing up with much. But one of the things that he can put his mind to is getting the opportunity to be a ball boy for the Atlanta Falcons. And that just showed him the type of lifestyle that he wanted to live at such a young age. He was grateful that an NFL player, Ward Dunn, was able to provide his family with some resources and opportunities. And he knows it's important for him to do the same and provide opportunities for other people to be what they want to become.
Why I kind of, started my tournament. When I was growing up at the high school, especially in the South, in Georgia, that's all we did in the summer. Every week, pretty much twice a week, we would travel to different tournaments and compete against the best. Deshaun Watson.
Where you repping?
Gainesville. In high school, day like this, random 7-on-7 tournament. At the time, it was just like, okay, we're going to another tournament, and we found out there it was the Cam Newton's tournament.
What about you? Where you committed to? Clemson. What's the difference between your team and that team? We better.
That's where me and Cam became basically, my big bro. And he loved my game. He loved how I competed, how our team competed. That helped my game and helped our team, so we want to continue the same thing, especially being the quarterback of this organization in this city.
It's a blessing for you to be here as a Brown.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
I'd like to present you with your state ring.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so.
Let's do it.
Deshaun's commitment and passion to younger athletes, I think that's so important to him, really because like where and how he grew up.
Be as comfortable as you can. So say you already dropped back. Is that how you're gonna be when you're playing? How you're gonna be relaxed, right? Knees kind of bent, your feet. All it is little slip, little movement. You don't have to get too far of the depth. You know what I'm saying?
His mom was there, but there was a long period of time in which his mother was sick and wasn't able to be there, right? So the things that were like shaping his development, shaping who he was oftentimes on the football field, right? May not be necessarily aware of the things that they're going through, but he knows that there's a lot of guys out here who are going through something, and he wants to be able to help them and support those guys out. What does this look like to you? Because I feel like on an NFL film, this would look a little bit different.
I was gonna think it was some type of. I mean, I see the one high safety. I see this corner over here, but 3 usually, the flat control guys usually on number 2.
QB Unplugged started with Lockerverse. Yeah, it was just something, an opportunity for our fans and especially high school, college to be able to hear our advice.
My advice to you is just continue to grow, continue to have that humble mentality, continue to grind, and I like your mentality too when you're throwing the ball. Like
what he did do with the podcast, he watches a lot of film. So him being able to have a platform to share his thoughts on certain concepts, on certain plays, has been able to show like the work that he puts in the off season.
And they did a real good job on the left side doing the ET stunt game, where the 3 technique goes straight to the tackle, and then the end loops around.
He just knocks Jet off, and the guard's already connected to him.
Yeah, the guard's connected, tough, don't see him, and then he flashed, and I just made him miss, and then I found Elijah.
Deshaun is a gym rat. He loves to sit in the quarterback room and watch tape. So that's something that really, it does come natural to him, how he sees it, but he also works really hard at it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I saw the pressure, and usually on play action we take about 8 to 9 steps. Yep. I kind of quickened my steps up a little bit, stepped up in the pocket.
The podcast is a really good idea for Deshaun to be able to talk about the things that he wanted to talk about in a way that he wanted to talk about them.
Sorry, it's because people were calling me. Even you called me. You was like, yo, something wrong with the shoulder? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, they talking on Twitter. I'm like, man, so I had to check it out.
I think that the Cleveland Browns fans get to see him in a different light now. They know who he is a lot better today than they knew who he was a year and a half ago. What do you think about your expectation for yourself in comparison with those?
I don't live for other people's expectations, so I really care less about what anybody else has to say. I got my own expectations. I know my expectations. My expectations to be a world champion one day, and that's what I want to do. So, I got to surround myself with people that been there before or came close to doing it, and I got to find my way to get there.
The amount of preparation and work that Deshaun's put into this in the preseason and the regular season, we're excited with the direction that he's going, and everything takes care of itself at the end of the day.
Yeah, expectations for Deshaun, it's simple. Like, he'll play well. This is an individual who's incredibly talented. He's incredibly hardworking. He's a team guy. And, I really think that as long as we can keep him on the field, the rest will take care of itself.
That's one of my whys is just, I want to make sure I prove to myself that I can be the best that I can be. And there's always more. And the gas is always pushed down, going full throttle. All it is just football and the guys in that locker room. Use this opportunity in a positive way to be able to build that team what we want for 2024.